from the opening tip tonight?
An intensity, pressure, an urgency, and an aggressiveness.
As far as Brooklyn's concerned, obviously you guys had a heck of a match with them last time. What makes them so dangerous?
They've got the ability to shoot the ball, which puts a ton of pressure on your defense. They got individual guys, and Russell and Dinwiddie, that can create their own. Harris is able to come off screens and catch and shoot. And they play a ton of spread basketball. The expectation of their injuries and stuff like that. They play a lot of 4-out sets with Dudley and Carroll on the perimeter, so they space you, out quite a bit. With their ability to penetrate and their rotations, you find yourself in help positions, and then they're throwing it out to guys who can knock down three-point shots. So we got to make sure that we do a great job of being early in our help positions and then competing on the ball. Try not to get broken down when we're forced to help and get in rotations.
They took 44 threes in that first game. Obviously, closing out on threes has been a little bit of an issue. How fixable is it?
It's fixable. It takes some reps, and where it becomes uncomfortable for you, is because for so long you've been taught on your closeouts, to protect the drives. And now with these teams that are shooting so many threes, even when you're there, you're not. So you have to be physically toe-to-toe with teams on their closeout, with a hand in contest position. And you now want to force teams to drive, where I think it's been a systematic shift in just the way the game of basketball has evolved over the past couple years, where, instead of forcing guys to take contested threes, you want to force them to put the ball on the floor and have to make another pass and get deeper into the clock.
JB, what do you know about Justin Holiday? What are you kind of hoping that he can add to this team?
I think he's a two-way player, which is, exciting. All the background we've done is he's a high-character guy. I spoke to him last night on the phone, and the first thing out of his mouth was, Coach, you never have to worry about my effort. I'm going to bring it for you every single night. Throw that in with his length, his ability to make shots. He's got a spring in his step. So I think he'll be able to help us on both sides of the ball.
Have y'all talked much about an acclimation plan for him?
We've got film to begin with. We've got a video playbook with what we do offensively and what we do defensively. We'll start there. Obviously with the back-to-back and him not being able to be at shoot-around and then no shoot-around on the back-to-back, it'll be a little more difficult. But we've got enough coaches, where we can get him on the floor with the coaches and run him through some stuff so he can get a feel for, what we're trying to accomplish offensively and, the positions and things like that defensively. But we'll keep it simple for him early. A lot of general NBA sets, typical plays that a lot of teams run. He's had to defend, so understands the basics of them, and then from there we'll progress with more practice time and individual time.
How soon do you anticipate you'll be able to get him on the court?
From what I understand, he'll be here today around noon. We'll see what we can accomplish today. I wouldn't expect him to play tonight, but we'll see what we can accomplish with him tonight and tomorrow before the game, and then we'll see what we can do.
JB, ever since the first trade that didn't go through, you guys have been juggling a whole lot. It's been volatile around here. How do you get guys at this point now to lock in and focus back on the task at hand?
I think sometimes trades are eye-opening experiences for everybody. They can inject a spirit into your group. The guy who comes in, obviously we're looking and expecting him to help us with that. But also, guys understand now, that they're going to be dependent on even more. And whether it's, on the court or in the locker room, there's got to be a coming together of, the 14 guys, now, and the importance and the urgency of what we're trying to get done. Anytime there's change, and it can be difficult, but it also can bring people together, and I think that's where we're looking for right now, is guys coming together and understanding where we are. We're not as bad as it seems. We're not as far away as it seems. We're going through a difficult time. There's no doubt about it, but the only way out is with one another and playing for one another. And that's the message that's being delivered. Our guys are comfortable and confident in it. And, you know, there was a spirit that we were playing with early. There was a confidence that we were playing with early that, you know, as we kind of got punched in the gut, you know, it wavered some. And I think, you know, again, with having a new team, you know, 7 or 8 new guys, you know, there was nowhere to fall back. You know, like when you have a team that's been together and been through some ups and downs, you know, there's an experience that they can go to where they can live and lay in trust. And when you're new, you're still working to build that trust. So there's, you know, we're working to find that, you know, as the difficult times weigh on us. So, you know, we're in that moment now. And this moment will prepare us for, you know, March. This moment will prepare us, you know, hopefully for what's ahead, but it'll definitely prepare us for, you know, what may happen in the future. And that's what we're trying to accomplish is, you know, something big picture, and not just a short-term thing.